We are back. Bob Pompeani, Andrew Fillipponi. Andrew, I want to get your take on something we talked about last night, because when we were here last night, Chris and I debated this mask $100,000 fine by the NFL on coaches. And to me, it's kind of an optic issue. I think if you look at the NFL, like all sports leagues, they do a lot of testing. In fact, last week, 14,000 tests on players, no positive results. I assume everyone there is tested a lot. And to me, this is more optics than anything else, just because those coaches have these masks available. For some time, they take them off, like a lot of people do. Your thoughts on getting fined like this? And again, it came out tonight that Gruden and Sean Payton both were fined $100 grand.
Well, if all those guys have tested negative, and they're not around anyone that's been around the virus, if they're all negative, then why do they need to wear masks? That's someone would need to explain that to me. The players aren't wearing masks.
No,
so
the same thing,
they could. If
you look at the NHL, they're inside theoretically, and their coaches don't wear masks. So, I mean, they're all tested every single day.
And Andy Reid isn't wearing a mask. He's got that weird welding helmet sort of thing on. So, I mean, what's?
Yeah, and Belichick has a beak. I mean, he's whatever the case is. And I'm not trying to make light of it, because I think those of us who are out here in the regular world, we don't have access to testing, so it is prudent to do it when you're around big crowds. That's fine. I have no problem. But I'm just saying, in that situation, that doesn't seem to add up necessarily, especially to the tune of $1.75 million in fines so far.
Well, I think they must be just trying to set a good example, because I have not seen, Bob, and you maybe have different camera looks than we do, but when the players go to the sideline, do they all have to put masks on? When guys aren't on the field, does Ben Roethlisberger, I saw him on the sideline, it didn't look like he had a mask on to me. So what's the difference between a coach not having a mask on and a player?
I don't know. That's the question, I guess. Anyway, let's go back to the lines. We have Waylon in Washington who's been hanging on for a while. What's up, Waylon?
Hi, Waylon.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
it would be a great win if the Steelers could beat the Texans this week. And, I think it really comes down to, penalties and turnovers. And, maybe the assistant coaches, got to step up a little bit, because, Snell come in last week and just dropped the ball. Like, he had one hand on the ball right up the middle. Any comments?
Well, I mean, that's him. He has to hold on. He's had now 4 fumbles in, I think, a 5-game span. Benny Snell, if he's going to be a feature back, especially if he's going to come into the game when you're leading, which is his role, Andrew, he cannot do that. That fumble was even worse than any of the previous ones I've seen for him. He just let it go.
Well, Diontae Johnson's got a ball security problem too, but that's not stopping Big Ben from throwing the ball to Diontae, Bob. How about those targets? 23 in 2 games. Only DeAndre Hopkins has more than Johnson, which proves my theory right. Ben likes Johnson more than Juju. He's the new #1 Steelers wide receiver,
Maybe so,
Bob.
but Juju has been terrific in 2 games. A lot of little things he's doing. I thought his 3rd and 12 conversion in the first drive, it was a very physical run that he got the extra yardage and moved the chains. He's done a lot of good stuff out there, too. So it's a nice problem to have. Claypool's moving up. I expect Claypool, I don't know about you. How much time is left, Jared? 30 seconds. All right, Andrew. I expect by the end of the year he's going to be up there right behind Diontae Johnson. You?
Well, he's already closing in on James Washington. So, yeah, I think by the next few weeks, as long as he keeps this up, we'll see Claypool as their #3 wide receiver.
All right, Pony, it's always a pleasure. I'll check you out on Thursday night, right?
You bet, Bob. See you tomorrow.
Right. Thanks very much. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at KDKA-TV News at 11 o'clock and back here tomorrow at 10:35. Good night.